Euphoria
สวัสดีครับผมภูวินนะครับผมผู้ให้เสียงภาษาไทยกับพิกครับในเรื่อง How to Train Your Dragon อภินิหารไวกิ้งพิชิตมังกรนะครับผมวันนี้นะครับก็ได้รับมอบหมายนะครับผมให้มาอินเทอร์วิวกับสัมภาษณ์พิเศษให้กับนักแสดงของเรื่องนี้นะครับผมก็คือคุณเมสันเทมส์นิโคลพาร์เกอร์แล้วก็เจอราร์ดบัตเลอร์นะครับผมก็ตื่นเต้นมากๆครับว่าจะเป็นยังไงก็ซูมคอมาจากทางต่างประเทศเลยนะครับดังนั้นไปเจอกันเลยนะครับMy name is Phuwin. I'm the Thai voice actor for Hiccup and also your interviewer for today.
Oh my god, that's so
No way, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. I know it's been a tough day for you all, so I'm gonna keep this short.
Oh my god, no, thank you for coming in. I like your background, your camera and stuff.
I know, you're kind of
dope.
putting us to shame.
Yeah.
You're way cooler than me.
Yeah, so before we start, I just wanted to let you know that the Thai fans here are so excited for How to Train Your Dragon. Speaking of roles, right? When you got the call that you're going to be part of this project, I mean, I've seen the reaction videos, but could you take us back on what was going through your heads back then?
I remember having a feeling of, you know, because we'd done our auditions and everything, and there was a bit of a pause in between our audition and then getting that Zoom, because, you know,
It's been like a month, right?
no, it was like 2 weeks.
It felt way long.
It felt like
It felt
yeah.
so long.
It was about 2 weeks, but it was just, you know, they have to take, you know, we did the chemistry reads in London and then they have to take them back to LA and show everyone at Universal and get everyone to green light. And it's just a really long process. And I remember, you know, in that, just kind of constantly being like, any news, no news. Okay, well, is no news a bad thing or a good thing? And constantly kind of waiting on this thing that I just wasn't sure. And then when they said they wanted to get on a Zoom, I remember being like, they can't ask me more questions. Like, what are they going to possibly ask? Is it going to be my favorite color? Like, I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah, I didn't know what was gonna happen, and then they started off with the Zoom saying, "Hey, thank you for coming to London.
us.
You did so well. You did your best." And I was like, "Are they telling me I didn't get the job?"
It's a Zoom to tell us that when you
Yeah.
get the part, it's really cruel.
And then they're like,
Dude,
"We just
look at
have
us.
a couple questions." And then Dean was like, "Actually, I only have one question. It's like, would you like to play Hiccup in How to Train Your Dragon?" And I just lost my mind, and I just started crying.
You did really great. I suppose it's just one question, really, is would you like to play Hiccup in the movie?
Mom, did you hear that?
Oh, I saw in the reaction video, you guys were very excited, right?
Very
Yeah,
excited.
that
I
was
remember
the best moment.
I had an inkling of I was like, wait, maybe I've got the part because it was on Zoom. The kind of notification of like this person would like to record came on, and so I remember being like, they wouldn't record it if I didn't get it. But then while they were speaking and they made it sound like I didn't get it, I was like, these guys are really terrible people. They're gonna tell me I haven't got the part and they're filming it. And I remember being like, this is awful. And then just absolute kind of awe. I think I went, you know, completely mute afterwards because I was just, you know, very surprised and shocked.
Would you like to play Astrid in How to Train Your Dragon?
Oh, of course.
So, cut back to 15 years ago, right? You accepted your role as Stoic, the original animation. So, cut back to today where it's now a live action film. When you first got your call to reprise your role as Stoic, how did it feel? And did you get to talk with the directors? How was it like?
Well, I talked with the director anyway. He's a friend of mine. We're both Vikings at heart and have spent New Year's together in Iceland. So it wasn't like it was a formal thing, you know, with me and a director and an offer. It's just he didn't think I was available because I was making another movie, but I had just found out that movie had been pushed. So in actual fact that I was able to do this, and it would have broken my heart, I think, if I wasn't able to reprise Stoic in the live action, because I love this franchise and I love this character, so that was cool.
What was your reaction when you first talked about making a live action movie?
Firstly, it's, you know, Dean has said before in previous interviews, well, if you're gonna do this, then there's got to be a reason for doing it and not just a cash grab. Like, what more can you bring? I think I had the same questions. What are we gonna add to this? And I think a lot of that was in discussion about, you know, in terms of the world building Are we going to take it to a whole other level? Because the chance to go from animation to live action, it's still a fantasy world, but really you want to enter into that world and take an audience into that world too. And one of the ways you do that is by being able to, I think, go deeper into the characters. And so we discussed that a lot, where else I could take Stoic, and especially go into, I think, more of the more into the contradictions, not just the big pontificating Stoic, but the father and the leader in his quieter moments and in the darker moments. And I felt like, we were definitely on the same page about that. And I trust Dean with my life. I think he's so talented. He's a great writer, great creator, animator. So I was very excited about the possibility to take this somewhere new and fresh.
How did you feel when you first saw Mason and Nico as Hiccup and Astrid?
Oh, they looked incredible. Like seeing them, because I met them separately in their regular clothes, and then, there's always that part as actors when you kind of look at each other the first time you wear a costume, and you're kind of like, oh, damn, and you feel partly excited and partly ridiculous. But they embraced it, and I felt like they transformed. I mean, they really were like, a young Hiccup and a young Astrid. They looked amazing, and you put them into those sets, into that world that we built, it just came alive, it just made it so authentic and grounded and real. And if you do that, then you can take an audience where you want.
Yeah, so lastly, before we go, How to Train Your Dragon is going to come into theaters in Thailand on the 11th of June. Do you have anything to say to your Thai fans here in Thailand?
Hello, everybody in Thailand. I love your country. I've been there many times. I wish I could be with you there to experience this movie. I can't wait for you to see it. I'm very proud of it. I think you guys are going to have an amazing time. It is one epic, wondrous adventure, full of emotion and humor, with a great message as well through it all. But I can't wait to hear your thoughts and reactions afterwards. Enjoy.
Oh my God, I hope you guys love it so much.
Yeah, we had the time of our lives filming this movie, and hopefully, you enjoy it as much as we did making it.
Yeah. Please go see it on the 11th of June. Please.
Yep, thank you very much. I would hate to waste more of your guys' time, and it's been a pleasure to have this interview.
You're a version of Hiccup too.
Yeah.
ก็เมื่อกี้ได้เจอกับทั้งเมสันเทมส์นิโคลพาร์เกอร์แล้วก็เจอราร์ดบัตเลอร์นะก็3คนไนซ์มากเนาะอย่างที่ทุกคนเห็นแล้วก็รู้สึกว่าหนังเรื่องนี้ก็เป็นหนังอีกเรื่องนึงที่อยากให้คนไทยไปดูกันนะครับผมไม่ใช่แค่ทั้ง3คนนะครับตัวผมเองนะครับผมเพราะว่า3คนนี้เนี่ยทำงานหนักมากๆหน้าเซตนะครับผมทั้งเรื่องฉากทั้งเรื่องเอฟเฟกต์และสตันท์เวิร์กเนี่ยก็ลงทุนกันอย่างมากนะครับก็อยากจะฝากทุกคนไปดูหนังเรื่องนี้นะครับผมแล้วก็นอกจากทั้ง3คนนี้เนี่ยยังมีทางทีมพากย์เสียงเมืองไทยด้วยนะครับผมที่ทำงานหนักเรื่องนี้มากๆนะครับผมก็ฝากไปดูกันด้วยนะครับไม่ว่าจะเป็นแบบ soundtrack แบบ original นะครับหรือว่าเป็นแบบภาคไทยนะครับผมใน DreamWorks How to Train Your Dragon อภินิหารไวกิ้งพิชิตมังกรนะครับวันที่11มิถุนายนนี้นะครับผมที่ทุกโรงภาพยนตร์ครับ
Euphoria